seed between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Fournette once more on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw with Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
In motion right is Evans. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run it again with Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brady to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Brady. It's caught. Block it. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Evans comes in motion right. Fournette running right. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette.
31 yards.
And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. In motion right is Evans.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Hey, 66.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Succup's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, it's Willis. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Evans, the man in motion left. Fournette once more on second down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now Brady. This complete to Lockett. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 35 on second down, Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And the ball is knocked out. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Brady's going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running left, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Now Evans in motion left. Fournette once more on second down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On third down, it's Willis. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Willis got to have this one. It's complete. Kamara.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Throwing, Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Willis.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's Willis.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series. And not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Willis to throw.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go.